So friends, let's have a look on another interesting question. If vector A, B and C are coplanar, then we have to find the value of box of 2A minus B, 2B minus C, 2C minus A. And options are given in the board. Option A 0, option B 1, option C minus root 3 and option D root 3. So it is a interesting question. So please look how to solve this numerical, very important with respect to your competitive exams. So clearly, box of 2A minus B, 2B minus C and 2C minus A. If we want to simplify this, we know box of xyz is equal to x dot y cross z or z dot x cross z, like this. Okay, so we can assume this is vector x, this is vector y, this is vector z. So if we want to open it, then this is 2a minus b vector, that is x vector, dot y cross z, that is 2b minus c vector cross 2c minus a vector. Okay, clear? So this is box of 2a minus b, 2b minus c, 2c minus a. Now let us simplify. So in the next step we can write 2a minus b vector dot, just simplify the cross product first. So 2b cross 2c minus a. So we can write 4 into b cross c minus 2 into b cross a. Okay, clear? Then minus c cross 2c, that is minus 2 into c cross c minus minus plus c cross a. Okay, so c cross a. Clear? So thus we open it. Now let's simplify. We know c cross c is nothing but null vector. So in the next step we can write 2a vector minus b vector dot 4 into b cross c minus 2 into b cross a plus c cross a simply, because instead of c cross c we use the null vector. Now again we will open it. Now if we use to dot product, so first of all 2a dot this whole vector, then minus b dot this whole vector. So let's open 2a dot 4 into b cross c. So directly we can write 8 into a dot b cross c. Okay. Then again 2a dot minus 2 into b cross a. So we can write minus 4 a dot b cross a. A dot b cross a. Sure? Then again 2a dot c cross a. So we can write plus 2a dot c cross a. Sure? Okay. Now let's make dot product with minus b vector. So minus b dot 4 into b cross c. So we can write minus 4 into b dot b cross c. Okay. Then minus minus plus 2 into b dot b cross a. So plus 2 into B dot B cross A. Clear? Okay. And the last one is minus B dot C cross A. So minus B dot C cross A. So we open in maximum way. Now let's simplify this. So 8 into A dot B cross C can be directly written as A dot B cross C is box of ABC. So this is 8 into box of vector ABC. Okay. A dot B cross A should be equal to 0. So directly we can write minus 0. A dot C cross A again will be 0. So we can directly written as 0. B dot B cross C is also 0. So directly written as minus 0. B dot B cross A is again 0. So we can write plus 0. And minus B dot C cross A can be written as box of BCA. So minus box of BCA. Sure? Clear? So what is the simplification? So the simplification become 8 into box of ABC minus box of BCA can be directly written as box of ABC. So minus box of ABC. The cyclic order we know, box of ABC is equal to box of BCA is equal to box of CAB. Okay, so box of BCA can be written as box of ABC. So what is the result? The result is 7 into box of ABC. So we get box of 2A minus B, 2B minus C, 2C minus A is equal to 7 into box of ABC. Now, as it is given that ABC are coplanar vectors. So when ABC are coplanar vector, then box of ABC should be equal to 0. So that is why this result is equal to 0. Okay. So we can write this is equal to 7 into 0 as ABC vector are coplanar. Okay. Clear? So what is the result? The result is 0. I think the question is quite interesting. Please remember the trick. Okay. Now which option is correct? Yes, option A is correct. Okay. The question is important with respect to your competitive exam also. So please remember the trick and technique. Okay. Now come to the next question. So friends, let's have a look on another question. If A into vector I plus vector j plus vector k, I cap plus bj cap plus k cap and I cap plus j cap plus ck cap are coplanar vectors. So these three given vectors are coplanar vectors and the values of a, b, c are not 1. Then we have to find the value of 1 by 1 minus a, 1 by 1 minus b plus 1 by 1 minus c. Okay. And options are given in the board. Option A 1, option B minus 1, option C 2 and option D none of this. So three vectors are given. Vectors are a I cap plus j cap plus k cap, I cap plus bj cap plus k cap and I cap plus j cap plus ck cap, which are coplanar. And we have to find the value of 1 by 1 minus a plus 1 by 1 minus b plus 1 by 1 minus c such that the values of a, b, c are not equal to 1. Okay. Now look how to solve this numerical. Very easy question. As three given vectors are coplanar, so their box product must be is equal to 0. Because when three vectors are coplanar, then their scalar triple product, that is box product, is 0. So these three given vectors are coplanar, so the box product of these three vectors are 0. So we can say clearly box of ai cap plus j cap plus k cap, I cap plus bj cap plus k cap, and I cap plus j cap plus ck cap must be is equal to 0. Now applying the box product rule. So box product is a scalar and its value is equal to determinants of a 1 1, that is the coefficients of ijk of the first vector. Then second row will be 1 b 1, coefficient of ijk of the second vector, and third row will be the coefficient of ijk of the third vector, that is 1 1 c. So this value should be equal to 0. Okay. Now the whole solutions transform into the concept of determinants. As we have to find the value of 1 by 1 minus a plus 1 by 1 minus b plus 1 by 1 minus c, so we'll try to bring the value 1 minus a, 1 minus b, 1 minus c. Okay. So look, for this reason we can write in this way. We can applying C2 minus of C1 in C2 dash. Okay. So when we will apply C2 minus of C1 in C2 dash, and we can apply C3 minus of C2 in C3 dash. C3 minus of C2 in C3 dash. So what we get? So we'll get determinants of A1 1, the second column will be 1 minus a, b minus 1 and 0, okay, and the third column will be 0, 1 minus b and c minus 1, and this value is equal to 0. Sure? Okay. Now we can expand this determinants. So let us expand, apply the expansion rule. So in the next step we can write a into b minus 1 into c minus 1. So a into b minus 1 into c minus 1, okay, minus 1 minus a into one into c minus 1, that is c minus 1, minus 1 into 1 minus b, that is 1 minus b. Okay. And for this 0, the third part will be 0 and the right hand side is 0. So that is why we should write this is equal to 0. We will not simplify this c minus 1 minus of 1 minus b, that is we will not write c plus of b here, because we need the term b minus 1 or 1 minus b, c minus 1 or 1 minus c, a minus 1 or 1 minus a, as 1 minus a, 1 minus b, 1 minus c are in the denominator of the expression whose value we have to find. So writing in the next step, a into b minus 1 into c minus 1 can be written as 1 minus b into 1 minus c. So taking common minus from this second factor and minus from this third factor, we can write a into b minus 1 into c minus 1 as a into 1 minus b into 1 minus of c. Sure? Then this portion can be written as, we can multiply it minus 1 minus a with c minus 1 and directly written as plus of 1 minus a into 1 minus c. Okay. Just you take common minus from c minus 1. So it will be minus of 1 minus c. So minus minus plus. Again minus minus plus 1 minus a into 1 minus b is equal to 0. Okay. Now, dividing both sides by 1 minus a into 1 minus b into 1 minus c. So, we can write a divided by 1 minus a plus 1 divided by 1 minus b plus 1 divided by 1 minus c is equal to 0. Sure. Look, already the forms are coming. 1 divided by 1 minus b, 1 divided by 1 minus c already come. We need 1 divided by 1 minus a. Here a divided by 1 minus a is there. So that is why we can add 1 in both sides. We can write a divided by 1 minus a plus of 1 plus 1 by 1 minus b plus 1 by 1 minus c is equal to 1. We just add 1 in both sides of the equation. Now, if we simplify this part, that is a by 1 minus a plus of 1, we'll get 1 by 1 minus a, because a will be cancelled at the numerator. So, in the next step, finally we can get 1 divided by 1 minus a, 1 divided by 1 minus b plus 1 divided by 1 minus c is equal to 1. Okay, so directly we get it. So, the value of 1 by 1 minus a plus 1 by 1 minus b plus 1 by 1 minus c is equal to 1, with option A is there. In option A, 1 is there. So, option A is the correct option. Clear? I think you understand the method of solution. Very important with respect to your competitive exams. So, please remember this trick. Okay.